Anholt er jo et enestående sted. Det er jo Danmarks mest isolerede ø. Og er man så ude efter noget enestående, så skal det være Anholt. For der, ja, vi har jo så mange øer, men jeg mener, at det nuværende, det blev bygget i 1773, og så er det blevet forhøjet en enkelt gang senere. Det starter vel med, at hollænderne, de klager så meget til den danske konge over, at det var farligt at sejle igennem, både hele vejen igennem Kattegat. Det første fyr på Anholt, det var sådan en træfod, og hvor der hang en stor kurv i, som man fyldte med brænde, og så hejste op. Men det var i hvert fald noget, der gik meget træ til. Derfor forsvandt vores ørken, eller blev vores ørken nok en ørken, for den har oprindeligt været en skov. Og de kom, og de har brændt noget af. Men i hvert fald på et tidspunkt beordrede kongen, at der skulle hentes træ i Norge til at holde fyret brændende. Det har været et hårdt job for dem, der var fyrfolk derude, at holde ilden ved lige stormvejr.
Bé, la zona aquesta on vivim és a Palma, el que passa que és a les afores de Palma. El creixement i l'educació d'en Marc ha estat molt positiu des que va néixer, no? Bé, a lo millor ara queda malament perquè jo som sa mare, però penso que el millor que té, a part d'això, és un nen que sempre ha tingut moltes inquietuds, moltes curiositats, i tot ho sempre ha volgut saber de tot i ha demanat molt i sempre ha tingut molta voluntat per fer les coses i molt responsable i sempre ha estat dispost a ajudar a qualsevol, a tothom, en tot el que ha pogut.
So I am Marc and I'm 15 years old. I'm a boy of Palma de Mallorca. I have a lot of hobbies. My favorite is running and do athletics. And I have, for example, playing the guitar. Also, I like playing computer games.
Can you tell me what you know about the project? I mean, what have you been told?
Oh, I don't know many things of the project because I can't know these things. It's a surprise, maybe. I know basic things like I'm going to go to an island, a little island called Anholt. It's in Denmark, to have a time with many teenagers like me.
The group from Mallorca they don't know each other before this activity. So we have done, I think, 7-8 meetings before to come here. Some of them, at the beginning, they were really shy, they were not talking. They are coming from different environments as well, social, and from different school backgrounds, you know.
Could you tell me more about Marc?
From our group, it's probably the person that is in some way more wills to communicate with the others. Maybe because he is very open, because he is not afraid about to use another language that is not his own language.
Bé, que en Marc estigui implicat en aquest projecte per jo és molt positiu. De fet, jo sempre l'he animat a que surti, a que se relacioni amb altra gent.
The mother of Marc is working on this youth center. I didn't know anything about Marc, so first I was talking, we were doing a meeting with the parents. We explained that if you want to participate in this project, you come in volunteering. It's not because your father or your mother oblige you to come.
I think my mobile phone is the main object that I couldn't live without, because my mobile phone is my tool of communication with my friends and my parents.
Our youngsters are used to communicate absolutely through mobiles or internet. The first day they have to deliver to the responsibles of the organization and not use it during the next 2 weeks. It is quite hard for them, and it is quite hard for the parents as well.
And then you have to hand in all the mobile phones, all the MP3 players, all the iPads, all the iPods, everything that has electronical signals. So from tomorrow morning, 9:30, no more internet, no more Facebook, no more friends.
As some of them told me, no Facebook, no life. They're going to discover that it's possible to create life without Facebook. Yeah.
I think my friends think that I'm crazy or something because go to Ireland you didn't know nothing before.
When we arrive on Anholt, then we are not allowed to help the kids anymore. Okay? You can talk to the kids on the way tomorrow morning and so on, explain with them. They'll probably have some questions, and you can tell them that we are going to take the ferry, we are going with the bus and so on. But you can only tell them till this that we arrive in Anholt and they are all going to have some bicycles.
Perquè està acostumat a que moltes coses se li donen fetes, el menjar, el tema de la roba, decisions, tot està molt marcat. Llavors allà haurà de ser ell i ens haurà de prendre decisions que no està acostumat.
I haven't lived the island. I never have lived without my parents for 2 weeks.
Tony, could you tell me why Marc's been chosen for this project?
We know that we want to offer the opportunity to participate to those youngsters with fewer opportunities. But at the same time, we don't want an exclusive group of people with fewer opportunities. I mean, we want to create a group of mixed people where everybody can feel with the same opportunities.
So for the last question, Marc, it's a little bit of a strange one, but if you could describe yourself as an animal, which animal would you choose and why?
I will try the lion. Because I'm like a leader of all the groups we make. Like the lion is the king of the jungle and the savannah. I think I would be a lion if I was an animal.
An adventure for me is when you go out into the world. You have an idea about where you might be going and what you're about to do, but you actually don't know what's going to happen. And along that way, a lot of unexpected things will happen. And that's what we are trying to plan for the youngsters at Anholt. Well, we have 24 youngsters involved in the project. We are staying in the island of Anholt for 2 weeks, and the young people will have full responsibility over money and time. There will be absolutely no official program. When I met the guys, Ansgar and Tony and Arthur originally, we had a lunch talk about what is happening at school at the moment. Why are we standardizing things so much? Why are we testing our young children and young people from the age of almost 8, 9 years old? There's a lot of young people who don't fit into our school system. We should be able to treat each individual in school by finding out the competences that each young people has inside of them, and then say, okay, maybe we are not all going to get rocket scientists, but you are also good at something. We just have to find out what you're good at, and then we should build on that.
Like we also talked about, we have arranged with Malena, our local coordinator, lots of workshops. I will not tell the youngsters about that. They don't know that. So that's also something we know, which is going on backstage of the project. But the youngsters don't know that they will be offered a lot of workshops during this day.
The project is about learning in all other ways than the way you learn at school. Learning from each other, learning from trying, grabbing a string somewhere and following it. And it's about an intercultural meeting, and a meeting between a small society and a group of youngsters.
The background for doing the Anholt project was also to say, but could we maybe build some kind of pedagogical frame where we could bring out the best in these young people who are going to participate in the project? Could we give them some space and let them discover their own strengths and competences themselves?
When we leave or when we arrive tomorrow in Anholt, we cannot be the youth workers of our group anymore. When they come and say, how do I do this, how do I do that, you have to tell them you will have to speak to the other young people about it, or you will have to go and speak to the people from the island. They can speak to all the adults they will from the island. They can speak to Malene and the other adults who are there.
So we're actually giving all the power to the young people for 2 weeks, and that created massive discussions in the leader group. But what will young people do if they have 2 weeks where there is no official program? And there were many vivid images of that. Some of us could see them just lying around all day, sleeping all day. The campsite totally burned down to the ground. Rubbish everywhere. High music till 5 in the morning. Maybe worst case scenario, pregnant girls coming home to their parents. And we went through the whole emotional register of how teenagers could actually behave and what we could expect. But this is a very big part of the project, is actually to let go, believe in the young people and say, we believe that you can administrate this, we believe that you can do this.
Chilling, er det fedt. Alt det hele der med jer.
Der med vennerne.
Ja, så gå i det, eller hvad?
Og køre ud.
Hey, walk up the house with my swagger, hop in that window, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious, I done get my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, no women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. My Pirelli's on, I love my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night until it could be hours.
Og så trækker de en, eller kører de op i industriområdet heroppe bag ved huset.
It's going down, right on top of the pole, I watch it go down. She got me.
Where the hell did that go? Oh, it's under.
Oh. Ikke helt lovligt, men knejderne de hygger sig med det. Så de skal bare ikke møde politiet deroppe, så er det fint nok.
I think I'm gonna paint it just silver, full silver. It's gonna look awesome.
Me and Anders and the school's headmaster Heine went to talk in his office, and we all looked at each other and said, okay, who do you think will be great for this project? And all of us told the same four names. And Anders was one of those names. He was chosen because he was the right fit for this project.
My name is Anders. I'm 17 years old. My middle name is Hvidkær. On English it would be white cute. So pretty awesome. My hobbies, I play a big computer, and my support is just living, and I like to drive.
He had some difficulties in school, and that's why he's going on this school. It's a school for young kids who, some kind of reason, don't fit in the normal school system, or they are getting really tired of school, and they need something else.
Før Anders han startede ude på skolen ude i Kolen, hvor han går i dag, der har han gået hernede på kommuneskolen. Der havde han nogle forskellige problemer dernede. Vi synes selv ikke, lærerne har været så gode dernede, men Så fik vi ham ud på skolen, hvor han går i dag. Og det er han også blevet meget mere rolig af, kan man se. Men jeg synes, at den er lidt for nem for ham derude. Jeg synes, de skal stille flere opgaver for ham derude.
Of being involved in the project, I would say I'm just a bit lucky. I'm not going on normal school, so just a bit lucky.
What's the reason you don't go to normal school?
I think it's my own fault. I have just done some stupid things. I'm glad for the school. It's like a vacation. One of the best things in my school is Wednesday, because then we're gonna get the real food.
What's the worst thing about school?
That's math. My teacher is too boring. We are 3 students and 1 teacher. You can't get away. It's too boring. That's the worst thing.
My motivation for this is really much to think that we should create whole young people when we think education. We need, of course, to give our young people some basic knowledge that they need to know, but they also have to, at the same time, be able to develop themselves as human social beings. Domestic cultural beings, but also intercultural beings.
Jeg ved ikke ret meget om Anholt, udover at den ligger i Kattegat, og det er tæt på Grenå. Jeg har set farven, der sejler der til, men mere ved jeg ikke om den.
I hope it's all gonna be good on the island. I hope the other peoples on the island is gonna see me like a total normal person.
Dengang Anders han var lille, der troede vi jo egentlig altid, det var ham, der skulle blive den nemme søn. Men jeg synes, at som han er vokset op igennem tiden, så har han da været også en stor udfordring.
I really like a beer sometimes. And they just say because you drink almost daily, so you are an alcoholic.
And when your friends say, oh, they joke, oh, you're an alcoholic, how does that make you feel?
I would say it can make me bad inside, but I know they are kidding around. Alcohol is just something I'm good to get. They're just like, whoa, I got a bottle. Yeah, fuck you, I got almost 10 in my pocket.
Og jeg er sikker på, at han vil nyde at komme væk fra, at jeg går og kommanderer lidt med ham herhjemme, eller hans mor gør. Og han slipper for opvasken og sætter det i maskinen, så...
What I'm gonna do when I leave the school is just, I don't know, chill, play some computer. I really don't know what I'm gonna work with yet. My father is breaking my dreams every time I get ones. One of my worries in life is just to mess my life up. I don't want to end up in shit. I just don't want to end up with no career. That would be the stupidest thing.
And do you think this will make a difference to Anders' life?
Ja, jeg tror, det ændrer meget, det her. Det tror jeg, det gør.
The results in the project and what I would like to achieve or see come out of it is to see 24 young people get some confidence on life and on the future and get confident in that they can realize their dreams. Maybe they have to work harder, but in somehow they have learned something, they can bring something home, and they have grown in those 2 weeks.
A papillon. Girls like butterflies, so that's why I want to be one. But Elsa would take a fish because they are chilling. Some are beautiful, some are small. I'm not that high. They just eating, chilling, and having fun, swimming. And the brains are little. I'm good to forget.
One of the leaders addressed me because he was a student at my university, and he said, "Oh, we have this big idea of doing something totally different, but we don't know how to do the research on this totally different project."
What we really wanted to do is to see, can you actually measure informal learning? Can you actually document the moment where knowledge sharing or peer-to-peer learning or how you pass on learning to another person, can you actually document that moment? Because we think that could be very valuable in terms of trying to create some kind of pedagogical method in how to use informal learning more into the formal school system.
What the project is about kind of pedagogical interventions, pedagogical thoughts about how to educate or not educate youth in Europe. In order to make a research, you have to do some different kind of things. You have to have questions, research questions. You have to have theoretical reflections about what you want to see and what are the concepts. And you have to have data.
There are some instruments, two instruments that are important for you. This is the reflection and the observing chart. And the second instrument is the daily interview. And this is not only a research instrument, but also a contact instrument with the youngsters. So every evening or night, one or the two youth workers should do the same interview. There are 7 questions with each youngster in the mother tongue.
There was a questionnaire, and it was the same questionnaire and the same questions that were asked every evening to every one of the young persons. We can compare the daily interviews with some of the fieldwork observations, and we can then see what did the young people say, especially did they mention this situation at all. So we had what we call qualitative data. There were these daily interviews, and then there were observation charts.
This is also the interest of the leaders. They want me to be able to say in a quantitative way, yes, there is happening much more learning processes than in other projects. But now, in the first time, we can have a reference group, and we can say now, okay, if you compare a programmed exchange and a non-programmed exchange, you can also say on the level of quantity and on the level of quality the differences. Whatever they are, we will see.
So how important would you say it is to have a university on board?
I think it's very important. Otherwise, you just tell... and this is also their experience, I think. The experience of the leaders is, okay, we come together once a year, twice a year, and tell us what was fine, what was not fine, but it all gets lost. And we just talk about personal impressions. We want to talk on a scientific based way. We want to talk about this is further or beyond our personal impressions. This is what can be proved from somebody outside.
Hubert will tell you a little bit about what we are going to do with some research that we are doing together with some universities.
Yes. Just in short, because you're taking part in a very extraordinary project, 2 universities are interested in how this project is going on. We catch some impressions, and you will see us as a part of the whole project. So we hope that we don't annoy you or that we don't disturb you. We make just observations. Sometimes we ask you some questions about what you experienced. But if we are annoying you, then you just can go away or we go away.
So, wir leben in Klagenfurt. Das ist die Landeshauptstadt von Kärnten. Klagenfurt ist eigentlich eine recht kleine Stadt. Aber es gibt in Klagenfurt so ziemlich alles. Bianca war eigentlich von Anfang an immer schon ein sehr lebhaftes Kind. Sie war immer schon ziemlich selbstständig und hat ihren eigenen Kopf gehabt. Sie hat nicht wirklich Angst vor irgendwas. Sie probiert eigentlich immer alles aus. Ein bisschen stur ist er. Sie ist relativ leicht zu beeinflussen. Und sie ist eigentlich jetzt noch auf der Suche nach ihrem richtigen Weg. Sie weiß noch nicht genau, in welche Richtung sie möchte.
Take
take everything I own and give it away.
My name is Bianca. I'm a Carinthian girl. I'm 18 years old now and I'm living here with my mother and with my younger brother.
So circa um 6:45 wecke ich Bianca, ganz vorsichtig mit einer Tasse Kaffee, weil Bianca ist vor ihrem ersten Kaffee nicht wirklich ansprechbar. Also Bianca macht ja jetzt das Pflichtpraktikum von der Schule. Sie arbeitet bei der JUNO, Kindernotschlafstelle oder Kinder- und Jugendlichen-Notschlafstelle. Dann braucht sie so circa mal 20 Minuten, bis sie munter wird. Dann blockiert sie mal das Bad und versucht ganz verzweifelt, was zum Anziehen zu finden.
On one hand, I'm working at the university. On the other hand, I founded with some students a shelter house for homeless kids. The culture beneath the youngsters is rather rude. You have to get used to it. And I thought, oh, this is an 18-year-old girl coming from a good family, so can she stand it? And she said, after a while, no, that's no problem for me, because when I go out in Klagenfurt, I hear the same and I see the same. And I was wondering if that is right, but still I'm not sure if she's not more in this culture than she is aware of.
Immer diese Ansicht, die armen Jugendlichen, die können nichts dafür, schuld sind alle anderen, nur die Jugendlichen nicht selbst. Es gibt sicherlich welche, die wirklich unverschuldet oder arm sind, aber größtenteils geht meine und der Bianca ihre Meinung auseinander und das waren auch eigentlich immer unsere Streitpunkte, weil sie zu mir gesagt hat, ich bin viel zu kalt, ich habe kein Mitleid.
Sometimes when you see them, you get a little bit sad, but you also can have a good time with them and laughing, and it's really interesting. I like this decision to go there.
Und sie hat dann wirklich alles mitgenommen und über die Geschichten, die sie gehört hat, war sie wirklich traurig, wütend, entsetzt. Das hat immer geschwankt. An manchen Tagen war sie extrem wütend. Wenn, so wie das war, wo sie die Geldtasche gestohlen haben oder wo sie angeschüttert worden ist, da war sie extrem wütend. 2 Tage später waren das wieder die armen Jugendlichen.
When they get aggressive, I also sometimes I would really like to shout with them, and really you get totally stressed. You don't want to do nothing. You only want to shout and you only want to go out. But that's the job.
Sometimes I tell her, you're just talking like our kids. What's about? You're working here, you know, you are on the other side. Yeah, sometimes it happens. But on the other side, I must say that she's very good there, and she handles very critical situations in a very, very cool way and a good way. So somehow it's just astonishing.
I really feel glad when I help the people and then they got a smile on their face. Then I also have to put on a smile on my face, and it's getting warm in my heart.
Bianca was chosen by Hubert and me because we thought that the setting of Anholt would be the ideal ground for her to learn the reality of young people in interaction with each other.
I've done some research on the internet. The first thing I did is I looked up pictures. I got some information about what is life there. Also I know that this is full of nature, that there are, if you're not an inhabitant, you can't bring your car with you. I read that there are 169 inhabitants just on the island. And this is less than in our school.
How do you think things will go?
I think this is gonna be a little bit crazy. I can't imagine that now. I don't know how it works to work with other people who speaking other languages, and when they can't speak English, then may I have a problem.
Well, today the youngsters arrived here. The next few days will be the getting to know each other, to brief all the leaders coming together here. Tomorrow the plan is the young people and all the leaders and researchers will go all together with a ferry to the island of Anholt. And there the adventure for the young people will start. They will get a bicycle and they will get a plan, and that's all. And they must find their way to the camp.
The first animal I would describe myself as is a butterfly. And the second animal I describe myself is a monkey. I'm also a little bit cheeky. I'm also like to jumping around and to playing. The monkeys, if you treat them right and show them some things, they can do it. So they're able to learn. Also, I think they are very intelligent animals.
In some period of our life, we have been on some kind of project, some kind of tour, some kind of vacation maybe, where we had our time of our lives. And we also had, most of us, experiences where we met with some adults in our lives that made a difference in our lives. I'm not going to say that the adults taking part in the Anholt project are the fabulous 12 disciples of the world or something like that. I'm not saying that, but I think we created a project which is very much going to make the young people think about who they are, what they are capable of, and I'm very sure that they will get much more secure about themselves and they will have learned a lot when they get back.
I'm really excited because I like surprises.
It sounds like an awesome adventure.
Every day I get more exciting, and I really feel glad to be a part of it.
Welcome to the School of Anholt. The grass, the lawn you see here is going to be our campsite for the next 2 weeks. We have 4 tents with room for 6 persons in each tent, and you are going to decide who is going to sleep in each tent. For the next 2 weeks, you are going to cook all the food you're going to eat yourself. To do that, we have made 4 credit card accounts for you guys at the supermarket, and each person has 10 euro per day for food. Have great fun. I hope you enjoy your stay in Anholt. I'm going to put the cards for the food over here on the table. Any questions?
You need a group?
No,
We
we
got
need
the
one person.
One person.
What's
You need
your
one
group?
person. We need one person.
Anders, can I go with you?
You want to join? Marc can join.
Nej, det er det. So, great. Yes.
Our group is me, of course.
Yes. And there's
our group. Karen, our group. We're going to put the cooler in there. Você também? Yeah, right there. You come. Not good enough. Swim.
We got them a Spain one, a Portuguese one, and some Danish and some Austrian in our group.
Were things a bit stressful for you when you arrived?
Yeah, when we come here, we were a little bit angry and mad and tired from the trip.
Verschwind! Verschwind! Zuck aus, Alter! Weg! Weg!
there are not any
Really?
instructions.
Fucking kidding me? Really?
And you have one pole. Oh. That cloth with the strings goes on top of the pole. Anders is a Danish guy, and I think it is the most nice guy in the project. It's laughing every time and joking. I think it's a really nice guy.
Yeah. Marc, is one kidding you?
Down, down!
Down!
I'm in!
Are you silly?
Oh, you got those.
Yes, say it.
Go a little for your right.
But I can't do this in the middle.
Okay. The other group has some mini sticks.
I go
You can see it out. You can see it outside.
What?
If it rains, we get wet.
Can we have something to fix it?
Actually, you need to first of all get the bottom fixed, and then the
this
sides.
one.
Second of all, get
Ha!
that closed.
I did it.
No,
I did
no,
it
no.
right.
Wait with that.
Nigga, I
Start
did
the
it
tent
right.
standing and then close.
Yeah, we start with this. Yeah, I started with this, and we can fix the other.
Yeah, I got a lot of feeling here. Sometimes I'm angry with the other participants. We are a good group here, and yeah, I like them.
Guys? Yeah, awesome.
Nice job.
Come on. Don't be mad at me.
Okay.
Tomorrow is our first real day in the island, and Malene is going to tell you a little bit about what options you have.
I'm here to help you figure things out and to help you if you want to do something here. If you're looking for something, you can ask me about that. If there's something you want to do and you need to get connected with people here, I can help you with that. They have to take the initiative themselves to do something. So of course I have some sort of appointments or ideas before they came, but the main thing is that I listen to them and I talk to them. From that point I facilitate the activities. And I don't know how we will organize who wants to go, if it's just everybody who wants to go meet there, or...
We can put up maybe a poster in here, so
Yeah.
the ones who would like to go, they can sign up
Yeah.
with the name.
That's a good idea. So that's it for tomorrow. Yeah.
Do we have any free days or?
And are there other possibilities, things that we can do?
You can do exactly what you want.
So I can leave and eat the rest of the food.
Sorry? After you've done the interview, you can you can eat the rest of your food.
Click, 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 click. What about the click, click, click? No, it's fridge, or?
What are you searching for?
Yeah, it's in the fridge. Yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, good.
Let it be.
You can go get it.
What are you searching for, Sarah?
Just nothing. Jam. It's good. Jam. Okay. I understood the German. Marmelade. 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 No. Okay. Why are you so bad at making pancakes?
I don't know. It was my first time, and I think it's the last time.
No.
No, stay with me.
Edley, who's going to take you around, is a very fascinating person. I don't know, but I believe she lived here almost all her life, and she's 90...
I think she's 80 something.
Shit. I just lost a bit.
You can ask her.
I'm going to ask her, definitely. Otherwise I have to give this guy something. You checked that out yesterday. Yeah.
I think it stops. Do you think it stops?
I read the questionnaires yesterday and I did the interviews with our people, and we have a very good feeling, so they're in a very good mood still. The two girls were a bit difficult at times, but the group brought them out of this lows. The group always brings them out.
Like Mikkel came and said to me, I'm not going to talk to you for the rest of the trip. And I said, why? Because I saw the dinner you got. And I said, but you can make dinner too. Yeah. But I cannot afford what you're buying. But we have the same as you have.
Bianca also said in the evening, said, can we also have a griller? Can we also make a fire?
Yeah.
Can we also have the same food as you have? So I said, yes, there is a griller. But how?
Yeah. In the morning when I made some coffee, I don't know how to flame it or how to heat it. So then some guys show me that, and now I think I can do this for myself also.
That's what it's about for the next 2 days, that they need to get settled in, that they need to learn how to use the cookers, that they have to realize, oh, there's nobody coming cooking for me, there's nobody coming shopping for me.
They're still asking permission for everything.
That's very fantastic. Funny. Yesterday, they stop in the door. We're going for a walk.
It's a fantastic picture on how we are raising our young people, how we are telling ourselves that we want to create very independent, responsible young kids, but what we're actually doing is we are doing the way for them all the time and teaching them that they have to ask about everything and get permission for everything and so on. So it's really good. And this is really what it's about. We have to get them into this state that they can actually act without being afraid of doing something wrong. It will be today that they actually start realizing that they had to get organized, and a lot of stuff was left outside last night of their food and everything. They just left it on the table, so it's all wet. But I think they will learn by doing over the next couple of days.
Did you go on the tour of the village today?
Oh, the history about the island? No. I haven't heard the history about the island because I was thinking about the food. The food was pretty nice. Just eating, making my food. It's just the homemade soda. Before it tastes like shit because it's water with the...
Jamen, det blev jeg jo allerede sidste år, hvor der blev spurgt, om jeg ville gå den byvandring der. Og jeg synes, det har været sjovt. Måske spørger de ikke så meget, som jeg godt kunne tænke mig. Men sådan er det.
Yeah!
Is it done? Seems done.
Brugsen er involveret i projektet på den måde, at de unge mennesker, som I tager hånd om, de kommer herop og handler.
We are using crowns, and it's so hard to think on the exchange of euros and crowns. It's a little bit hard, but interesting.
Med kortene, altså det virker på den måde, at når de unge mennesker kommer herop og skal handle, så skal de have deres kort med. Og så er der nogle ting, som de ikke må købe på kortene, blandt andet øl, spiritus og cigaretter. Og så skal de vise det her kort. De er ikke altid enige med mig i det, men for at få lov at handle på det, så skal de vise det.
Ja, de her byvandringer, de starter jo altid her fra museet. Samtidig går man op på bakken. Det hedder Bybakken, eller bjerget, som vi også kalder det. Og så er det ud til monumentet, det som er et monument over det danske nederlag for godt 200 år siden, da vi var besat af englænderne her på Anholt. 1814, da freden i Kiel kom.
Yeah. So the English stayed here at Anholt until 1814, when the peace in Kiel came.
Og det her er så rejst til minde. Fortælle lidt om 2. verdenskrig, og så tilbage til kirken og ind og fortælle om den. Og så er turen sådan set ved at være slut.
Normally, freedom for me is relaxing, see some TV or play some computer or drinking. So this is relaxing, but the other way, kind of cool. Spend a whole day without a PC, drinking, and TV is nice.
But there is a problem. If we stay there, we are going to be the sun.
How are you, Anders? Okay?
Yeah, it's just a shit day. Not that good day. Nah, I just out of energy. We don't do anything. Sometimes we can do something, but else we just can sleep all the day long.
What would you like to see done to change that?
I want my fucking alcohol and a party. That would be good. The activities can be fine and funny, but it's not that awesome without a drink on a day. Normally I get a drink every day, so if I don't get it, it's like a shit day.
He has been pretty down the first days. Was in a dark place. Was talking a lot about how he's acting at home and how much he missed alcohol and beer and being with his friends. And it was pretty difficult for him to step out of that.
Do you know what is standing there? I need some to translate. This is in dansk. The first offer is a walking trip. I'll take you to some of the beaches, to some of actually all the high points of the island where we can have a good look down on the desert and on the village. Yeah, somebody asked me if it's possible to draw and paint. And it is. We have a workshop over here where there are drawing pencils and paint and other things.
You have taken part in one activity though.
Yeah, we were starting to build the car, but then I got a bit bored and I was painting until I got mad.
Why did you get mad?
Because the painting was shit. That's why. Normally I would find a party to go to if I'm boring or have too much freedom. But here I just can't do anything else. Just speak with others, play a game.
Today I took my most beautiful shirt on and you just like over to me.
Oh, sorry.
Because you've got a lot of freedom, you could choose to do something else for yourself.
Yeah, I could, but not that easy to find any places to do it.
Why is that?
Maybe we don't have the stuff or the games or something.
And then I just wanted to remind you that I'm here to help you out with the things that you want to do. Like today, Lea came to me and said, I really want to learn how to fish. And so I've been arranging for her to go fishing tomorrow with one of the locals. So things like that, I mean, whatever you can be thinking of, I can try to help you out with it. So the oven will look something like this. Is the oven up here. It's the idea of the pizza oven was to make a project where collaboration is important. So we started with a lot of work to collect the materials and to get them ready. And there was a lot of people here and there was a lot of hard work and it was a lot of fun.
I helped Milan today to build a pizza oven and I had to clean the bricks with a hammer. And it was fun and it goes very well.
Oh shit. I don't know why.
But Anders, just hanging around and tell the others how to do it. He's done nothing, but he tell every other what they do wrong. Just to get food to be here, it's a bit lazy. Almost everyone here was annoyed of this.
I'm joking.
We worked really hard. It was not easy to do that. And then there's someone who made nothing and we're just here to hang around. It's of course, it's his choice. We can make whatever we do here, but yeah, it's not fair.
Thinking about things that you can do, it can seem quite easy or like thinking about all the jobs available here. It's like, okay, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. But when you get there and you have to do it, it's maybe more of a challenge that you would have thought. Many youngsters work too little with their hands and their body. And it's just sweating, working hard. It's very satisfying. It's afterwards you're tired and really happy. So, and maybe for Anders that's a point.
Too much freedom is boring. And freedom is good, but too much of it is boring.
He's taking small steps every day. And I think he's starting to know that he has to participate to get something.
Some water gets from the ground in our tent. Some of our stuff and our mattresses were wet, and then it starts to smelling very ugly. I've been sleeping in the gym. I don't want to sleep outside anymore.
I have learned a lot of things, but the most important is that do the things by myself. Do my own food, clean my own clothes, and do all by myself. And I think this is the most important thing that I have learned on the project.
Marc is a person that is surprising me every day, you know. The character of Marc, you know, is really calm. He's a very reflexive guy, you know. But at the same time, he's trying to do new things continuously. He recognized, for example, that he likes a lot to sleep, you know? And sometimes he's lazy to go to some places, but after he changed totally and he get really active.
It takes a little time, but then it looks great. This one is still beautiful. The hardest thing so far was to communicate with the others. Now we can all speak a little bit better English. Sometimes we have to get one who can translate it, but that's okay.
All of the participants communicate in English. If you only know a little bit of English, don't worry. All the people is going to understand you. I have learned some new vocabulary here on the island and some English expressions and Danish expressions in English, and they are really nice.
Yeah, we don't have a coffee machine. We don't have any electricity here. That's no mobile phones. But I miss more the music than the mobile phones. It's so hard to live without music.
Just record as many things as you like and we'll come back and edit them. Maybe just to practice, you can turn a tap on and have a listen.
Do anybody know the lyrics of this? Yeah, so that's the part I made. Why can't we print out one lyrics?
Why?
Don't help us.
It's better to write lyrics. We've already done one verse here. If you come and sit, you might be able to help.
I know so much.
No.
Okay.
I can post it.
For sure not.
Could you write some, make your own lyrics? Write your own song?
In 5 minutes?
Some of the best songs written in 5 minutes?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, change it around a little bit, keep it varying a bit.
Do you know lyrics from them? Whole lyrics?
Some.
Yeah, write it down, please. Why? Yeah, me too. That is maybe the problem.
What a melody.
Hey, what do you wanna fucking kidding me? I asked you 6 or 10 times if I can have a look at the lyrics.
Yeah, but it might have been
no.
nicer if we wrote some lyrics. So now we're looking at the lyrics, Bianca. Just calm down. You can look at the lyrics.
Are you wanna fucking kidding me?
Calm down, please, Bianca.
Are you wanna fucking kidding me?
Please calm down, Bianca.
Are you
can
wanna
have a
fucking
look.
kidding me? I told
Yes.
you this. Why you can't hear
But
me?
now we are doing this.
Anholt!
The island is beautiful, so you have to be happy normally in here, but with these guys in this area, It's a long time ago that I have listened to some music. I really miss it, but I can't remember a whole song or maybe one phrase.
Could you not have used your imagination and made some up?
I think we are unable to write songs.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, we have tried it. Then we got 2 lines. And they were very childish, very bad. I had to laugh and said, "What the hell is this?" And then I go out.
To see the disappointment in their eyes and like, you're letting me down right now, why don't you want to help me? That was very difficult to like, I have to push you away. That was the most difficult parts, the first 2 or 3 days. But as the game went on, they are knowing the rules now, and now when they come and ask for help, they said, "Oh no, you cannot help me." I say, "Yes, I cannot." So that disappointment is gone away, but that was hard for me, not to be there for them, to make them safe and to make sure that they had what they need.
We have to do, and we're not allowed to do this, and we have to do this, and sometimes we're not allowed to cook, or we cannot cook just because if it is raining, and all the other peoples and the leaders sitting inside and laughing and have some good meal, and we didn't have anything.
These fantastic croissants.
Is there nothing you can do to change the situation when it's really bad?
No. yeah, we can take control of ourselves, but sometimes we can't even do this. We're getting so angry with some people or so.
Bianca was, until 2 days ago, she was still expecting the leader group to solve her problems.
In 5 minutes it's dirty again, so I have to clean it. When you clean it every day, then it's not so dirty, because you don't have to clean so much. I do the shower and the toilets every morning and every evening, and so it's just, I don't know, 30 minutes to work and then it's over, so it's easier. The others all want to have a clean shower or a clean toilet, and I don't want to do anything with it, and that makes me a bit, not angry, but sad.
I don't want to live here in such a very ugly area, but I have to, and I don't want to do this. And I was so angry and so sad about it. I get really mad a lot of times just because of this.
It was past 1 o'clock. She was again falling to pieces and saying we must help her, or the leaders must help her to organize everything, and she must get this bathroom fixed. And she can't live like this, and it's impossible, and she wants to run away. And we came to the conclusion that we are not doing anything. If she wants to change, she has to find means and ways to do it herself.
Bianca would like to say something today. She asked if she could say something today. So Bianca, please.
Peoples, don't be angry with me, but when you look around, you may know what my problem is. Tomorrow, it's Sunday. We didn't have to do a lot. So I think tomorrow it's a great day for cleaning. You know, the gym, the camping area, and also the bathrooms. I really hate this. I really hate this to go to the shower there. It's so disgusting. When I come out, my feet are dirtier than before. And I don't want to live here like an animal or whatever. And it's really disgusting. So on Monday evening, I will throw all the things away. We are a big group. We should really help us together. So.
One boy said in an interview last night, I don't know what was that about, because it's nicer than I have it at home. So for some it's normal, for others it's annoying. We will see what happens. She made an effort from her own to solve this problem. We didn't expect that. We couldn't expect that at all.
Amazing. Bianca, we are living here, and if here is chaos, we can't live good, because we have to live here all day and all night. So, and yeah, it was nice that what Bianca said, and me and my friend agree too.
It was really up and downs. I cried sometimes I shouted at the people, sometimes I can't stop laughing. It's not many days left, and we get a lot of activities, so I'm not here very often. I don't see the others very often. And since I do this, I feel better. It was really up and downs.
We went to the church. It was gospel singing on the church at 7:30 to warm up our voices, because today we have a concert. All the leaders and the participants were singing loud and enjoying it. It was pretty fun.
They were having a great time. They were taking pictures of the notes and the songs and filming them so they could rehearse. They have been rehearsing the whole day.
So what are we in the church for?
Singing. In the church we was singing. Down by the riverside. How it was going, I would say it was going pretty good. Everybody was singing, dancing and clapping. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Sometimes it's nice to go to a church to singing, but believe or stuff, but singing, that's good.
At the beginning he was a bit nervous, made some clown moves, but then he was relaxing and having fun and was singing. So I think he had a great time. I think it was something totally new and different from what he has been trying before. I'd never heard him sing before, but he was singing loud and clear in the church and were dancing and clapping.
I got a happy day. It's a good day today, so singing, dancing, and got some pancakes, balls for dinner, so it's pretty good.
He's probably progressed more these 8 days than he has for many months. Got a great talk with him about stuff happening at home and the day after. It's like a weight has been lifted from his shoulder and he could start seeing things a new way.
It was a good day. And it's almost over, so...
And this was so a great woman. I have really enjoyed it. It was so good to listen to her music, and you know we cannot hear music, so it was very, very great to be in there. And I have never seen something so good in a church, you know. So if churches will be like this, I will go there more often.
A lot of them got to reflect about some stuff and got a little bit emotional. One of the girls told me this song is made about me and my life, so I think some of them got really touched.
He's a person that he feels that everything that he do, he has to do well, correctly. No? It's not a question to disappoint the other people or not. It's because he is part of his gen, you know, his way of being. In any moment, he didn't try to be another person different to who is he. He realized that the people appreciate him for the way that he is, no? So for how he is and how he is managing the different situations and the way that he acts. No? So this respect from the others is make that he feel satisfied with himself. And in some moments he can relax because this.
I never thought that I'm going to meet really nice people here.
So you and Anna seem to be getting along okay?
We just start talking 2 days after coming to the island, and we did almost everything together on the island. I think it was a normal thing. When a teacher is not in a class, but also funny because the leaders were observing us a little bit, but funny.
That he decided to go to help the neighbor with the chairs and the tables. You saw that they were working, taking the axes of the table and all this, no? Really hard, no? But there was a moment that this finished because arrived the moment of relaxing and to play, something normal with 15 years old. And he decided to say, okay, this is finished now, it's time for fun. Part of this, you know, is part of this process, realizing about this. And when you are realizing, we are on the good way.
They don't copy us, but they're still learning from what we're doing without wanting to learn it. And that's what we actually hoped for.
We have leaders, but they don't interrupt what we do. We have to figure out our problems on our own.
We are a role model before to come because we made the preparation with them. They can solve some doubts that they have with us, but here we have a different role.
on the beach.
I see them kind of as a friend, because they're not that much leaders to us. They just sort out if we've done something wrong, then they tell us, and then we have to fix it ourselves. And friends do that.
We can do what we want, use what we want, and if we need something, it's good that we can ask to team leaders without the thing, oh no, I don't want to ask or this. It's nice.
We act as normal persons, but you organize our dinners, our breakfast, our cleaning, our everything. And some of them starting to want the same and now getting active to create their own style of reaching their goals. So I'm very, very happy with the way it's running so far.
They've been really curious and outgoing. In my opinion, it's going great. People are happy to have them here, and they seem to be happy to be here.
Min mening om projektet, det er, at jeg synes, det er genialt, at man kan samle flere lande om én ting, og at de unge får lov til at lære kultur. Men man lærer, at der er andre holdninger og meninger andre steder end i et egen lille land.
I could do this for a long time, I think.
This is not a normal project. I mean, this is not a normal youth exchange.
It's amazing. It's absolutely astonished. I'm astonished.
I met so much good people in one place, so much good people. It was a really nice project. I like it so much. And I think that I'm a little sad that it's going to finish.
It's only the beginning, and time is on our side. We can send a postcard. We can drive all night. We can count the stars until the sunrise fills the sky and hides the moon. It's just me and you.
I would prefer that the project would be not 14 days, just 21 or 2 months for me.
They are willing to learn continuously. They want to continue growing.
It has me a bit shocked. I don't miss my mobile phone or my music.
Never look behind us, always look ahead. Weaving through the country like a needle pulls a thread. Honey, you might catch me staring at your smile. It's just that sitting next to you, mile after mile, is overdue. It's just me and you.
They were always able to cope with the situation.
Unbalanced to balanced.
The greatest adventure in their lives.
All of us, we were taking care of each other. So initiative was always present.
Almost nobody has really missed their mobile phones.
I will remember it for now. It's fantastic atmosphere, simply.
I like to learn about people, and these people are all different, and I think they somehow have had a problem that made them go to this project. Like me, I had a depression for some time ago, and this trip just helped it completely.
Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming. Honey, we can start running. I can see the sun coming.
We've been here for 14 days, and we want to show people that we appreciate that we've been able to work with them. So we're throwing a little party with some food and some drinks for them to have fun and show them that we appreciate it.
This one is from chocolate, this one is strawberry.
Adele, yeah.
It's called balachinkin.
Balachinkin?
Yeah?
Yeah, balachinkin. Yeah.
Here people is really so friendly. Maybe in the other place, when you go to work, you don't speak with no one. If you go out here, go to work, you say hi to 10 people, 20 people that you don't know. and it's really nice. Yeah, make you better, happy.
Some of the youngsters keep saying, this is a beautiful place, this is a new, unique place. And for me, this is just home. But whenever they start talking about it, and I start thinking, start looking around with open eyes again, it's true. We live in an extraordinary place, an extraordinary society. Some of these kids really got something good with them.
Some people here, we wasn't so friendly at the start, the beginning, and now it look like we are friends from 3 years, and it's good.
Leah, Claudio, Marc.
It's like meals and
Going to a fun park was the best way to finish the project. In a perfect moment, someone came to me and said, "Do you want to come with me and do the free fall?" And I said, "Yeah, for sure." And the free fall of 30 meters was so exciting. First of all, yesterday night at 11 o'clock more or less, the Austrians left the project. And they were the first. Some ones were crying a little bit and so sad. And I think that the temperature from the Italians, it was I think a nice temperature, so say goodbye to them. And now we are living. So I'm feeling a little bit sad because I'm leaving lots of things here, like friends, leaders, feelings, and good moments too.
I'm sure that they will remember this for a long period of time in their lives. And I think some of them made some decisions that they want to make some changes in some terms of their life. And if a project like this over a period of time for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, or how long you want to do it, can make this change, then I think you achieved a lot.
One side is the professional, that you're really happy because we have demonstrated that the method is working. The other side is the benefits that the young people get it from this experience. As a person that was working during many years in this project, now you think that, okay, we get it, but we get it not only professionally, as well we offer to the youngsters a unique opportunity.
This is not like a holiday, what we've done here. This is really something completely different than a holiday. And they have done a lot of work. All of these youngsters have done a lot of work, but out of their free will. And they learned a lot without at first noticing it that they learned it. And this is what makes learning a pleasure.
Jamen, Anders, han har forandret sig, fordi han er blevet mere motiveret og modig, synes jeg, på at lære nogle ting og komme ud i verden, kan man sige, blandt andre mennesker, andre, andre sprog og sådan noget. Han har ikke været så pivet med det i hvert fald, så på den måde kan vi mærke, at han har forandret sig. Det er helt sikkert.
Do you think that you slept too much?
Yeah, I think so. I just think I was a bit stupid on Anholt because taking the wrong choices. Like, I sleep this day so I can go and take it another day.
I'm a carpenter. I just always knew from when I was a little kid I wanted to do it. I wasn't good in school. I couldn't sit still. I was allowed to use my body instead of just sitting on my ass doing nothing.
Me and Lauris and Leah, we built a skeleton of the house and we were making the roof and I put like 50% of the isolation on.
We worked him quite good, so he was sore and tired when he came back, but he also got some of the fun stuff. He was burning the roof on and he did good. We were two guys and Leah was here as well. She was just hammering away, no complaints at all. Bang, bang, bang.
I was like, are you kidding me? If you do this wrong, we can't sell this house. I'm have a lot of responsibility right now. And I was, are you sure I'm gonna make this? And he was like, yeah, I trust you. And I was like, I wouldn't trust a teenager to do that. It feels weird because I don't trust anybody.
The people he met on the island, like Lauritz and Malene, they didn't want to take any bullshit, and I think they saw through it.
It's funny because I see myself in him as a youngster. He's a young man. He has all the opportunities. He's nice, sweet, kind when it hits him. Anders really needs to be a bit brave, take chances, and head first, a lot of speed, and go at it.
I think Lauris is a person who's like a bit mad every time, a bit like stressed, but just that he was trusting me was nice.
I don't think it was difficult for him to be around the locals. I think it was difficult because Lauris put some boundaries up. Say, this is going to be my way or no way.
Every once in a while, people need a kick in the ass.
He was very impressed that Lauris actually trusted him. And I think that was a turning point for him, that somebody trusted him, because he doesn't have any experience that nobody trusts him ever.
I don't know if I changed as a person when I have been here, but I only hope, because I think I have been a horrible person. I can be an idiot and I can be a good person. Maybe I changed, maybe not, I don't know.
I think he's more calm now, and when something bad happens, he just acts up a bit and then he just relaxes right after. If it was on the school, he would probably rage and just kick a door or something, but I've been to school with him for 1.5 years, so I'm used to knowing him, but I think he changed a lot on this trip. He was very insecure in his English, and now it's pretty good.
I'm a bit confused because my mind is sometimes on Danish and sometimes on English. And I guess it's like forever after this trip. Now I'm like only drink in the weekends, so I got from every day to only the weekends on 2 months. Also because I'm not that old and I don't think I was that much addicted to it, but a bit maybe. But it was a bit hard for me, but I did it.
han kunne sagtens have været på den tur 1 år tidligere eller 2. Det har ikke gjort noget, det har været rigtig godt. Og jeg kan kun anbefale det for andre unge mennesker i hans situation også. Altså det har været et rigtig godt arrangement.
In the future, I'm going to studying about the flowers, the garden, and the spices. I can also have a job, like working only 50%, and also in the school. And he pays for the school, and I'm like earning money. Actually, I won't be a fish anymore because I'm not saying I'm an elephant because I can remember everything. Because the fish is stupid, the elephant is smart. I will say if I should pick, I'm still thinking in fishes. Is the thing that what is it called? Yeah, until I figured it out, I will still say fish because not smart enough or not.
You can always say a baby elephant.
Yeah, a baby elephant, that's not bad. Yeah, a baby elephant.
It's nice to have these kind of projects where people can develop themselves without having a test or without being tested. One could hope that young people here would get back to the educational system, because an educational system is a nice thing. It's a good thing to have. But you could discuss the ways the educational systems should be built.
In my respect, it would be very important if this non-formal and informal learning elements would have more space in the formal context. Of course, we learn a lot by informal or non-formal ways, but society still focuses the formal education. And formal education or formal formation is so important that you should enrich it with such kind of elements, just that the people can learn more. And I think this is the simple benefit, that they will learn more and they will learn more deeply the contents that they are taught. And the other idea that we have now is that they just make their degrees, but making a degree doesn't mean that you learn a lot.
It's very obvious that those young people who had problems and who were perceived of as kind of marginalized, it has been a big experience for them.
They could act very well with each other. There was no incident of violence, no incident of abuse of alcohol or drugs. It was actually amazing to see. We were prepared for all this, but it didn't happen, fortunately.
Während des Aufenthalts in Dänemark hatte Bianca sicherlich gelernt, selbstständig zu sein. Sie hat teilweise gelernt, Verantwortung für die Gruppe zu übernehmen. Sie war aber wieder froh, als sie zu Hause war, weil da braucht sie es nicht mehr machen. Also da wird ihr alles vorbereitet, alles gemacht. Aber sie weiß, dass sie es kann, wenn sie muss. Und sie hat auf der Insel im künstlerischen Bereich ziemlich einiges mitgenommen, eben durch die ganze Malerei und dieses Muschelsammeln. Und sie hat sicherlich auch Eindrücke gesammelt über das eher etwas einfachere Leben. Ohne Technik, ohne Fernsehen, ohne Handy, Radio. Sie hat mehr die Natur beobachten können und auch das Verhalten der anderen Gruppenmitglieder.
I think I become more open because I met a lot of different peoples and they have all their own ways of life.
A meeting with something that is different from everyday life can always make a change to people. The different perspective on one's own life, it makes a possibility for a change. It's hard to know what can change people's lives. It can be just little things they've seen or heard.
I learned to be a little bit calmer, and I have to stay calm when people don't understand me and have to explain things more than twice or more often.
I didn't know all the stories about Bianca before we came here. She kept some kind of a facade, some perfect life background, which we had to find out that it wasn't that perfect, as most backgrounds are. And she opened up. She was open to the leaders.
The first day in the workshop, Bianca, she sat down and she was totally gone for 1.5 hours. So in painting, it's an opportunity to get a private space, to be alone in a way with the paper and the paint brushes, and to think about things.
The wind catches the back of your sail, smack. This way, this way you can get hurt. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure some of you is gonna catch it with your hand or arm or something.
I think so too,
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But for starters, I'm gonna be in the water right beside you.
When I'm learning something, it's easier for me to see it first, to have a short introduction, and then I can try it. And when I make mistakes, I know that I can do it better, or I have to do it better. And the second time or the third time, it will work. So I think I love learning by doing.
Sailing is great fun. On the first few moments it was very hard. Then I had great fun. It was awesome.
But now then I have to move again.
Yes, exactly.
That's I understand it now.
You've really got it.
I like Lauritz very much. He is a great, awesome guy. I always have fun with him when I was working with him. And I like his house, I like his family, and I really like them all, and I will miss this family.
She's more calm now. I enjoy Bianca where she is, and she was very stressed the first 5 days, I think. She's nice now, and she's not that aggressive anymore, and I like that.
I really feel glad about this adventure, but yeah, also I'm sad that I cannot be there anymore. And yeah, but I'm very happy to do this and that I learned a lot of things there.
I did the best to feel happy and to have a good time here, and I did a lot of activities and I did a lot with other people, and we have great fun.
At the beginning, she almost fell apart. Like her card house was falling to pieces, and I was building up again. And this building up, she's doing on her own, on a very, very well base. Now she feels much better. She feels every day more confident, more self-respective, more self-esteem. If that can go on, she couldn't have done a better procedure in 1 year or 2 in her normal environment. Even now, 2 months later, she can cope with her temper very well. This is one of the learnings I could really monitor myself. And so we have more than 700 learning incidents documented. We have 380 documents of daily interviews.
So this is the scientific thing. You can never always say it is like this. But we can say from the data that it seems as if intercultural learning took place and informal learning took place. And a lot of other things also.
Pues com a mare passava pena del tema de com dormiria, la roba, bé, les coses típiques d'una mare. Però per altra banda estava molt contenta perquè sabia que segur que descobriria pues, moltes experiències.
Anholt has been a nice experience to me, maybe the best one on my life. It has been an experience to improve my skills and to change me, adopting new ideas and having a new way of thinking, and also to learn about other cultures.
But I say I really appreciated the way that you get friends here. Like, for example, with Anders. I saw Marc, but I saw as well the progression of Anders. And I say, wow. And it was thanks to Marc. But it was Marc learned a lot from Anders. You know, so this change that they have this interaction, it was so rich.
I thought, this is an awesome guy. I'm going to be his friend, and I felt with Hannah so good. It was a nice friend to me.
I just want to quote, my way of thinking, my knowledge about other countries and cultures. I made new friends, and now I look to these youth exchange programs in a completely different way, because I know how much they can change and affect a person's life. I find this really beautiful, and as an evidence from one of the young people that they really learned something about intercultural and other cultures.
As there is a song now that is Love is in the Air, so it was happening as well in Anholt. No? The other girl was saying, oh, I hate Spanish. No? You have it. Sometimes if you are looking for someone that is not a smoker, you get a smoker, you know, and you find a smoker. So it was the same case, and this was a surprise for me. It was a surprise, yeah.
L'amor en aquest viatge, doncs clar, això crec que va ser un dels canvis més importants i que jo el vaig notar, a més, me xerrava d'això amb una naturalitat que me va sorprendre, no? Perquè, bueno, no sé ara si després m'ho diran, però...
If someone wants a deep opinion from the project, it's an experience to discover yourself.
Now back at home, I feel a little bit sad, but I'm happy that I've been there. It really was a great experience for me.
I haven't changed about my mind about myself because I am who I am and I'm the best.